Okay. I think this is good. I'm gonna turn this down a little tiny bit. I think that's the music. Turn that, okay. And as soon as I can, I'm gonna open my window so I can get some natural light in here, but it's a little too bright right now. Okay, let me pull up my image here. Let's see. Where is it? Get down to my photos. I forgot to look up what type of bird this is. So I can kind of compare them side by side. It's super helpful. Okay, yeah. And I might need to get a new capture card. It is showing up, at least on my monitor, the streamed version of this Procreate painting is showing up a little more yellowy than it actually is in my painting. So my painting, the overall tones are a little bit cooler, and yeah, it's definitely warmer in the streamed version, which is unfortunate, but it might be because I got a cheap capture card. And maybe I need to just invest in the Elgato one. I was trying to save myself some money. This whole streaming endeavor setup has been, there's been a lot of money spent, but we'll see. We'll see how this, I may go ahead and invest in the Elgato as we go along if I continue doing these art streams, because it definitely will, I can tell that the color is definitely being affected. But that said, I'm going to work on trying to finish this one today. We're getting pretty close. I'm just starting to work down into the neck of this dinosaur looking bird. And yeah, I want to need to get those back, all those feathers on the back kind of worked in. And I'm probably going to leave the background just simple, just as is. I don't know that I'm going to add anything to it. And I'm just need to fix something on my monitor here. There we go. Okay, so I'm working in Procreate on my iPad just with an Apple Pencil, and there's a world of things you can do with just those few tools. And I'm going to try to be careful. My wire setup here, sometimes my feed goes out, so I'm going to try not to let that happen today. And I'm going to, this area right in here needs some definition. It needs to be shaped a little bit more. And I want to bring in I'm starting to bring in some of those cool tones, some of those feathers kind of on the cool side. Oh, hey, Shadow. Good morning. How are you? I think I got my music playing. You have to tell me if you can hear it. I think yesterday what I forgot to do was turn it on. I think I forgot to hit play. I don't know. But I think it's working today. Music is nice. Okay, good. Yeah. Oh, that other stuff was terrible, I know. And I just didn't realize that you could find royalty-free playlists on Spotify. So, I mean, I guess that's becoming a whole new thing where people are, musicians and artists are making music specifically for you know, streaming and that sort of thing. So, yeah, good. I'm glad. Is it loud? Does the sound okay? Is it like loud enough or too loud? I'm gonna work on changing this color. Get that a little bit bigger. So I think I'm gonna get this a little more transparent. I think I'm gonna be able to finish this today. Poor Bruce, I think she has strep throat. There's so many, not too loud, not too quiet. Okay, perfect. There's so much illness going around right now, and I think she got strep throat, which means we probably won't be streaming tomorrow. Although, I'll see, maybe I can just stream something on my own. How is Harry Potter going? Hey, Nala Bear, how's it going? Oh yeah, Lurk is great. That sounds awesome. Have you decided what time you are streaming tomorrow? You've probably posted it on your channel. I haven't gone over there to see yet. Game going great. First boss battle. Oh, and remind me, what is the first boss battle again? I forget. That shape is okay. I can use that to kind of... There we go, that's better. And I'm going to go back to... Let's see. It is my last day before vacay, so I am ready, and I'm just waiting on my camera. So maybe later in the evening. Oh, you're waiting on your. Are you getting like a webcam camera? Okay, you're in Eastern USA. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, I leave for vacation Saturday morning, so I will definitely try to tune in and catch part of it, and then. Certainly when we get back from, we're going to Mexico City. When we get back, I'll definitely be looking out for you. I think you'll have a great time. It really is fun. I've really come to enjoy it. Even if there's just like a couple of people hanging around, like it just makes you feel like you're not, you know, like you're doing something with other people, which is really fun. You need your phone handy? Yeah, yes. Now my sister uses her phone and it does work great, but it is a pain in the butt if she and I have to communicate and she has to like take the camera down and stuff. I have a DSLR just because I had one because I needed it for my work. And so I use that and it works great, but it's all the setup stuff is such a pain. It's such a pain. So just be prepared for like a little bit of some hiccups, but I'm sure you're gonna do great. I'm excited for you. And the first boss was a big troll. The troll that smashed the building and needed to run away from him, or run out of his way. God, I guess it's been a while. I can't remember when that game came out. I'm not remembering the troll. But I think I remember the combat being really fun because of the magic, like with the different wands and stuff. And yes, the Yes, Shadow is playing Hogwarts. Oh, you were live a couple minutes ago and you fought him? Oh, okay, I definitely will. I'll go back and look at that. Yeah, because I must have. I know I think I got maybe halfway through the game. The troll is hard. Yeah, I'm sure. I loved all the like the different things that you could do to your wands and stuff. Have you gone into town yet, Shadow? Have you gotten into the little village? Nala Bear, do you remember what is the name of the village? I'm like drawing such a blank on that. It's so cute. Like the candy shop, so amazing. So we went to Disney World, Hogsmeade. Yes, I think that's it. We went to Disney World, I don't know how many years ago when our daughter was very young. She was like 7. And, or it wasn't not Disney World, it was Universal Studios. And went to the like Hogsmeade, Hog Bear, Hogwarts village that they had set up. It was amazing. You have Hogsmeade? I have, okay. It was so fun. Oh my God. Did you take, do you have kids, Nala Bear? I can't remember. Did you take your kids? It really was fun. The way they have it set up, so Shadow, they do this thing where you can get a wand and then they have all these, like in the village, this whole fake village they've created, you can walk around and do like certain wand movements, and they have sensors, so like something will react to the little kid like doing their wand, so they feel like they're really doing magic, and it's really cute. Like they did a great job with it. Our daughter loved it. Oh, okay. Oh man, they're gonna have so much fun. We love to take, and our daughter, like we took her to Disneyland and Disney World when she was young, and like so magical, like to experience it through your kid, you know. It was fantastic. And in fact, my daughter just recently said, so before she graduates from high school, which is in just a few years, she really wants to go back to Disneyland or Disney World and do it one more time. Yeah, and me too. I was born in California. We moved to Colorado when I was young, but I remember as a very, like, you know, 4 or 5 years old going to Disneyland. And, you know, pictures of me with, like, the characters, you know, with Goofy and Mickey and that sort of thing. And, oh, sorry. Coco, come here, baby. Come on, stop it. It was so fun. And I remember when Katie went and met, like, the princesses, especially Elsa and Anna the first time. Oh my God. If I'm being really honest, my husband and I were like practically crying. It was so cute. It was really cute. They do make it magical. I know, Shadow, she always needs attention. She's just, if she could be up here like streaming with me, she would be. Or if she could have her own stream, she would. She's so busy. What are you playing, Nala Bear? What'd you decide for your first stream? Yes, my daughter loved the original Frozen. We were like singing the song day in and day out. And Dragon's Dogma 2. I was just watching a Game Ranks video about that this morning while I was like walking on the treadmill. And oh my gosh, the review of it just made it sound amazing. I can't wait. I think it comes out tomorrow, right? Oh yeah. Oh, we were all singing. It was all like, and in fact, my daughter, when she was young, had to go and have her blood drawn because she was sick, and they wanted to just do some labs to make sure she was okay. And we had to have 3 nurses and myself hold her down while they drew her blood. And one of the nurses started singing "Let It Go" to try and help her. And it was just like my daughter was like singing, tears, and like singing "Let It Go" while they drew her blood. It's kind of hilarious. But it worked. It like calmed her down a little bit, and they were able to like do it. It's just, kids are so funny. Oh my gosh. I know. Oh God. Yeah. And now she's driving herself to school. I mean, she's not driving herself, but I'm in the car with her, but she's driving. Yeah, try it. Oh yes, try it. Get them get them singing some sort of song to distract them. Thank God. Fortunately now my daughter's 15. She can handle getting a shot without it being like a giant drama. Oh my God. Those were the days, the drama days. Now there's drama with the driving. I mean, she's doing pretty good, but she wants me to tell her what to do, and then she also like gets mad if I tell her what to do. So it's a fine line. Well, I'm excited for you. Dragon's Dogma is a great choice, and I might even stream some of that myself tomorrow morning if my sister is going to the doc this morning. She thinks she might have strep, so I might do a solo stream tomorrow morning. And I think Dragon's Dogma comes out. I think it comes out tomorrow, right? Did any of you know? Awesome. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, if you stop by, that'd be awesome. Did any of you know who is the Thestral Mount? The Thestral Mount. I don't remember that. Do you remember that, Nala Bear? Yeah, I feel bad for Bruce too. Poor thing. There's so much stuff going around. We are in Colorado, and I don't know what it's like where you are, but oh man, there is just sickness. There is sickness all around right now. I think it's because everyone wore masks for so many years, you know. The germs are just like catching up with us now. See, that's not quite right. Yeah, the Thestral Mount. I don't remember that with the game, so I have no idea what it is. Oh. Huh. It seems to me I remember that you ride brooms. It may be that you're not at the point where, have you done the flying training yet? Oh, okay. And maybe I hadn't gotten that far in the game. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, is maybe it's something that you have to go along a little further before you can use it. Okay. Oh, you'll have to let me know, Shadow, like once you unlock it, what it actually is, because I do not remember. I'm having a hard time remembering anything I did in that game. Make this a little smaller. I'm excited for, they were talking about in the Dragon's Dogma video I was watching this morning, that it's very open. It's very open, not open-ended, but like open in terms of like how to solve problems and quests, that there's not one way to do things. And I love games that give you that sort of like those independent possibilities. Kind of like, you know, Zelda, like Breath of the Wild or something. Just there's not one way of doing things, and I love games that do that. Also, the reviewer was saying that they really reward exploration, which I also love. You're scared of the high flying. Yeah, and you can get up really high. Can you imagine playing a game like that in VR? It would freak me out. Yeah. My daughter did some, like, we had some friends who had early VR setup where there was some game you could play where you were like on top of a skyscraper and you jumped. And my daughter said she couldn't do it. She was like, I got up there and I looked down and I could not do it. Yeah, I love games where there's just, yeah, you don't have to follow the main quest. I mean, eventually you do, but you can just go out and do your own thing and be rewarded for doing that, you know, finding special secrets and stuff like that. It just makes you, it really is so much more, it's so immersive when you have those possibilities, you know, and you feel like it's another world that you're visiting, you know, rather than like a video game that you're playing. And not a lot of games do that well. So when a game does get it right, it's so special. So I'm excited. This reviewer was kind of describing it as a cross between Skyrim with like a little bit of Monster Hunter thrown in, you know, because there's a lot of big monsters. So I was like, that sounds awesome. Can't wait. I'm gonna make this a little bit lighter. More gray. Nope, that's too pink. Yeah. When I first started playing video games, one of the first games I played were Breath of the Wild, Skyrim, and then Red Dead 2. And I was obsessed with all of them, but RDR2, because I'm like a horse person, I'm sad, you know, like I used to ride and all that. I don't so much anymore because I've got some back problems, but I was so obsessed with that game, and it felt like another world that I would go and visit. Like, it did not feel like a video game to me. So much so that I would like wonder about like what's happening in that game, what's happening in, you know, that world right now while I'm not there, which I know sounds crazy, but I think for anyone who's gotten really absorbed in a video game, you know, you understand like, oh my gosh, I really feel like I know these characters, I know this world. And it was the details. I don't know if you guys have played that. The detail in that game is absolutely crazy, and it makes it feel so real. Let's see. This bird's neck is looking real scruffy, and to some extent it is scruffy, but I'm gonna soften it up to make it a little less scruffy. He's just got kind of like all these pin feathers that are coming out of his neck. That looks a little better. Shadow, I think I may have seen that fishing game you were talking about, because when I was watching that video on Dragon's Dogma this morning, there was an advertisement for this fishing game that I was like, I wonder if that's the one. It's called like Fishing Clash or something like that. I was like, I wonder if that's the one she's talking about. Oh, Fishing Planet. Okay. Fishing Planet. I have to admit, I do love fishing in games. Red Dead had amazing fishing. Red Dead, what else? Who else has good fishing? I always loved the fishing. Actually, I loved the diving in Animal Crossing. Like going out in your little bathing suit, like in the ocean and like gathering little creatures. Okay, that's looking a little better. He's still looking a little scruffy. And to some extent, he is scruffy. That is part of what's going on, but this is a little softer through here. Let's see if we can soften this up just a little bit. So I've got a blur tool in this program that I can use that there's really, yeah, that's looking a little better, I think. Stardew has terrible fishing. I know. It's really, it's super annoying, right? I got better at it because I got all the upgrades, and that definitely helped. But it was always like definitely really tricky. He's cute. Thank you. We named him Augustus because we thought he was like a royal looking bird. You draw? Nice. Yeah, sometimes I try to be less realistic, and then somehow I always end up reverting back to going more in a realistic direction. It's just kind of what happens. His Majesty Augustus. That's right. Father like it, but just money waste. His equipment breaks so fast. Oh, you mean in the fishing game, Shadow? The equipment breaks? I know, isn't it a good name? It suits him, right? Augustus? He looks like an Augustus. Well, that's how they get you. You know, you get these free games and then they make you spend money to like, you know, pay, the pay to win thing. Like Fortnite, my daughter has gotten so like, she's so obsessed with Fortnite and buying like all the skins and the, you know, which I admit they are fun. It is part of the fun of the game, but yeah, it's easy to part with your money. Okay, that's looking a little better. I think I'm gonna start working on some of these bigger feathers down here. Yeah, that's how they get you, as my husband likes to say. Kind of the feathers on his back are kind of gray. Let's see, let's go back to a painting brush. Have you ever done any digital painting, Nala? I have to say, it is super awesome. it's just so clean and easy. In terms of just being able to like move things around and change things and like change colors and brushes. Oh, okay, nice. The layers, I know. I love that you can do, the transparency of the brushes, that you can change the opaqueness. And so I don't usually do, I haven't really figured out the actual layering program, where you actually pull up different layers. I struggle with that still a little bit, but I love the other aspect of layering with being able to like just change how transparent you can put on the colors and the textures and that sort of thing is just, it is awesome. I've actually thought about getting like a true drawing tablet that is devoted entirely to just drawing, because then I guess there's like even more kind of crazy stuff you can do. But yeah, Procreate is really impressive, I have to say. I've never bought any other people who make brushes. Do you make your own? Do you customize any of your own brushes? I haven't even gotten like to that. I should probably start playing around with that, because oftentimes I am searching for a certain type of brush that I just can't find, and maybe I need to learn how to like make them myself. Yeah, I don't quite, it seems like complicated, and I don't fully understand how to do it. But like this part with the colors and like you can just do the slider, I mean, they make it so easy for you. In my other life, my non-gaming, non-streaming life, I am an artist. I'm a oil painter, and oh man, having to mix each color and each, like so different than just being able to use the slider on Procreate. Procreate kind of spoils you, I have to say. Okay, let's see. Yeah, because I see a lot of people selling brushes, and I know that's a thing, and I've been like, maybe I need to look into how to make my own, and because I think that, that can be like a whole business. These up here, the tops of these feathers are really like catching the light. This right in here especially. And I like being able to like just instantly be able to get close up on areas, and then back, undo that so you can see the whole image at once, and it's just so enormously helpful. When I'm oil painting, sometimes I have to wear like an additional pair of magnifying glasses to see my details. It's so funny. Because I can't, my eyes are like getting worse, and I'm like, I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, and there's kind of a dark feather right up in here. Let's change this. I just discovered these calligraphy brushes. And they're so awesome. And I don't know if they come with the program, or my daughter uses this as well. I don't know if she downloaded them somewhere, but they are really awesome if they came with the program, you should check them out. Shadow, how is the music? Is it still okay? Tell me if it gets weird. Tell me if it becomes weird and not fun to listen to. Actually, that needs to be a little darker. Music is great. Okay, good. Oh, no worry, Nala Bear. We're, get your stuff done. I get it. I have so much to do between now and Saturday morning. Oh my gosh. Got a lot to do. Work from home? Oh, nice. Me too. Yeah, still not totally happy with these neck feathers, but I will come back to that. So I'm going to work on just a few more details in here. There's a lot of little feathers down in this area. And that kind of, let's see. Give myself a little map here of where these feathers are going to kind of come in. Things will just occur to me like as I'm drawing. I think I'm going to bring in some light color down that way just to help that stand out a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna start to lighten some of these up. So a lot of these feathers kind of are light on the top side because they are being hit by the light up here. Let's see, get this a little larger. A little bit there. little bit. Let's see, let's make this slightly smaller. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's starting to look like feathers. Especially over here, these are very light. Actually, this is more light on this side. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in some different colors. Need to make it a little more interesting. I'm going to go a little more this way, kind of get kind of warm grays. Nope, that's too similar. Maybe go that way. There's definitely some warmth in some of these feathers. Especially in these right in here. I might even actually kind of feeling like I want to go kind of almost pinkish. Let's see how that looks. It's not quite, I'm not really seeing that color in my image, but sometimes it's fun just to bring in some imagined kind of colors just to add dimension to the painting. Is looking very pink. I'm going to back up a little bit. That might be too pink. Let's go more gray. Let's see. Especially down over here as it kind of falls down away from the light. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. And I might bring just a touch of it up into these feathers. There is some up around his face. Just to add a little bit into that area to tie it all together. Yeah, I find that when you add extra colors, it adds to the dimensionality of the overall piece. You know, because I imagine, you know, feathers are usually, they don't look very iridescent on this bird, but you know, there's a little bit of shine, I imagine, probably in real life. And so you would get a little bit of some variation in color. Especially right in here, there's some, and maybe even go towards the violet. Let's see, let's go down here. Yeah. Like these shadows look almost violet. And there's definitely some violet in some of these feathers up here. I'm gonna check my time. Okay. Oops. This right in here, I'm gonna go a little deeper, violet. And maybe make it transparent. Yeah, I definitely need to bring some of that up in here. Let's make it very transparent. A little more. Let's see, larger brush. Yeah, there we go. Yes. Okay. It's kind of a dark spot right in here. Okay. That right there is not quite right. Let's take that one out. Let me see. Let's go a little almost really true violet. Yeah, kind of little cooler sections here. This gets kind of cooler down here. I'm going to change this brush to, let's see, no spectra. Okay, a little bit smaller, that's looking. And then I'll go back over this again to bring these feathers out again, but just want to tie them into these back wing, or these back feathers. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna smooth these out a little bit. especially right in there. There's little shadow areas. Okay, and there is definitely kind of a dark area right in here. It's a little too lavender. Let's go a little more gray, more neutral gray, smaller. Yeah, there's a few little shadows that are falling underneath these feathers right in here. Yeah. Okay. Liking that. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Gonna hydrate and get a quick snack. And I'll be back soon. Okay, I am back. I opened my window. So much better. Oh my gosh. It's just it's too bright. The angle of the sun is so bright in the morning. So this is actually perfect. Maybe I need to start my stream later, although then it's right in the middle of the day, so I don't know. Let's see. I had to get a little more tea. It's also good to get away from whenever I'm working just on my own. I usually try to take like every 45 minutes or so, I try to take a break just so I can come back to the image fresh and kind of see what's going on with it. It helps me to see stuff that I wasn't really seeing, when you're just staring at it continuously. So it helps to step away for a couple minutes. Yeah, and I am kind of seeing some stuff that needs work. So I'm gonna address the things that I'm seeing first, and that's kind of getting some cooler colors mixed into these neck feathers. Let's see, I'm gonna start a little, no, it is too dark. Let's go up a little bit. And I'm gonna go back to my calligraphy brush. Kind of use that. Let's go a little bit bigger. Just add some lighter pieces in there. Maybe a little bit more transparent. Actually, those are looking just slightly too bright to me. Yeah, that's too bright. So I could do two things. I could just leave it and work over them again, or I can just back up, just walk it back, using that kind of reverse tool. And I think I'm going to do that, and I'm going to go just a little darker. Yeah, I think that's better. It's subtle. So it's light, but it's not quite as intense a contrast as that first one was. Yeah, I am liking that better. Yeah, there's just some pieces right in there that are kind of standing out a little bit. There's some pieces right there. Again, there's some of these. On the outside. Oops. That was the erase tool, but kind of made a cool thing. Huh, okay. Let's go back to brush. Go over that. And these do actually get a little darker and warmer actually has like a very, let's see, I haven't done this yet, but let's get this really light, bright color and go over this area up here. That could be even brighter. Fill that in. Yeah. Okay. And now I'm going to come back down to, that's way too bright. Let's go darker. Where these are starting to, let's make that slightly bigger. Oops. These feathers are kind of ruffled right here. And there's these kind of layers of ruffled feathers right in here. Some of them kind of come up into these right here. Okay. Then I'm going to take this warmer color. Actually, let's redo that. Let's get that warmer color and do like a much lighter version of it. This kind of get really granular here. Get some of these edges on these feathers. Let's see, how's that gonna look? Yeah, that's gonna work. So I can start to define these just a little bit. And this color even changes a little bit. I might have it go a little more gray. Almost gray blue. Actually, that piece right there is like very bright. It's actually, oh, that's too bright. Okay, very bright, but not that bright. Let's see, how's that work? Is that too bright for the rest of the painting? Let's see. Bring some of it up into here. Then does it work? I don't know, maybe, let's see. There's definitely another bright piece right there. Let's see. if I go that bright, then I have to level up a lot of other parts of the painting, and I think I don't want to do that in order to make it all work. So I think I'm gonna walk it back, and I am going to bring it down a little bit. Even that still. Let's bring it down. Oh gosh, sorry, I keep hitting my microphone. I think... not quite right. Let's go this way. Let's get a little less color in there. And actually, I'm going to switch. I'm going to go to back to my painting brush. And just define some of this. Okay, I think that's getting better. There we go. Let's define some of this. There we go. Okay, I'm happier with that. And I'm going to do a little bit of this color up here. He's got kind of this funny little feather right here on his head, part of his crown. Okay, that's good. Okay, and then some of that color is also hitting this row of feathers right in here. I'm going to soften that up a little bit. See how that looks. Yeah, I feel like I need to add a little something to his eye. You know what I think it needs? I think it needs like some blue in there, actually. The more I look at it, like kind of around the rim of the eye. Maybe a deep kind of blue color. Let me see. Let's make this small. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's even like bring up the blue a little bit more. Kind of use broken lines. Add a little bit on this side. There's kind of some blue notes right in these shadows right here. And kind of right there. Yeah, God, I love doing birds or like fish. Animals that have lots of variation in their their coats or their, the scales, or it's just so fun to like try and capture all those different colors. Some more details in here. He's got some lines under his eyes. Finished his beak yet either. There's definitely some blue tones in here. Put a little blue in there. Soften that up a little bit. Handsome Augustus. Let's see. He's got a bunch of fluff under his chin here, which I haven't included yet, so let's put some of that in. It's more kind of this color. Let's see. Let's use calligraphy brush because it makes such nice lines. I'm going to go slightly lighter. Let's see. Yeah. Kind of going in all different directions too. Let's see how that's looking. That is hilarious. Oh my God, he's getting more scraggly looking. Eyeshadow for Augustus. Yes. Yes, Augustus. Get your glam on. Let's see, let's try and make this a little less scraggly. A little more majestic, a little less scraggly. Let's fill this, it is kind of filled in. He's got like kind of like this like little layer of fluff. Actually, let's soften it up a little bit. Oh, smaller. Okay, a little better. Actually like make lines with the blur tool as you pull it through the existing paint. I mean, I guess it's not paint, but the brush strokes that you've already made with color, then you can pull through them with the blur tool and actually make more make more lines. Okay, let's see. How's that looking? Okay, that's looking a little better. And so now there are like little bits that are catching the light. So I'm gonna make those a little Okay. Oops. Let's be more delicate. Delicate little lines. Okay. And there's a few that kind of go in different directions. Oh, no. Okay. All right. Let's go back. I keep kind of getting distracted. Okay, let's go down to these feathers. And let's see, is that color work in there? Yeah, I think it kind of does actually. Let's go just slightly more orange. Bring some of that into these. Yeah. How's your back, Shadow? Is it getting any better? Same. Yeah. Sometimes I think like I've gotten to the point in my life where I think that some of my ailments I just am gonna have to live with them. Try and manage them. How was your job interview? Did that work out? Do you think that's going to be a job that you're going to be able to do? I'll walk that back a little bit. Oh, I hate that. I hate when people say that. I mean, I guess sometimes maybe it works out. Maybe it is true. And they do hold on to your info. Is there something, like, is there a type of work you could do from home? Where you wouldn't have to, like, you know, you could kind of, wouldn't have any kind of physical aspect to it. I mean, I don't know what that would be, but no, it's rare to get work from home. Yeah. Yeah. Here in the States, I think if you're doing like, you know, some, you know, any kind of tech work or something like that, a lot of people, especially since the pandemic, work from home. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know what else people do when they work from home. I mean, I guess just like being a virtual assistant or something like that. Or doing, I worked with a woman for a long time. I was building a Shopify site, and I worked with a woman in Nigeria who did a great job. Like, she really helped me. So I know there's that, a lot of people, but again, tech stuff, you know, if you're good at tech, you can get on, you can advertise on these sites, you know, that where you set your hourly wage and list your skills. And are you a tech person? I know I'm not. I know I am not. Although I swear to God, this whole thing has certainly made me more of a tech person, even though I'm bad at it, than I ever thought I would be. Okay, let's see. These definitely need to be lighter across here. You need to finish school. Oh yeah, there's that. What are you studying? What are your interests? And I don't know, how does school work in Lithuania? Do you do like a 4-year university, or I know it's different in other countries. Nope, that's 2. Let's see, we need to go lighter. There we go. Lighten some of these up where the light is hitting them. Finish school, go to college if you want, but it's expensive. There's no free university in Lithuania. I know in, let's see, when I was in France, there was like there was a university, the university that we went to, but like as, you know, foreign students, I think was a pretty good deal. A lot cheaper than American universities. There's some bright parts across here. There we go. Hard, they put no need stuff in people's head. Oh, so like, you mean like practical skills? Oh, I lost my picture. Why did that happen? What happened? Why did that go off? That's weird. I've never had that happen before. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay, that was weird. I think my camera got too hot. All right, back. In school and in college. Okay. Well, what is it? What are your interests like going forward? What is it that you think you want to do? Besides playing video games, of course. Get a few of these, a little more. Outlined. Looking pretty good. I don't want to get too detailed in there. Okay. I'm going to come back up here and just get a little more clarity happening in this area up here. Yeah, I know, it's true. That whole circle of they're not going to hire you unless you have experience, but then how do you get the experience? It's like, it can be really hard, and it can be true here too. Yeah, and you're right. Any job will give you at least, something you can put on your job history. That you've had experience working for an employer. Yeah, and that's really that your friend went all the way through law school and now can't find work that has got to be really tough, because I'm sure law school is not cheap. But hopefully, if they just keep applying eventually, maybe. It is really hard. I know. My daughter's only 15, but I want her to start thinking about what she, might like to do, what she's going to study, that sort of thing. Because, you have to plan for these kinds of things. Because it's not easy. Let's see. Just kind of filling in a little bit around here. I'm actually going to I'm going to change this tone just slightly. Actually, I want it to go a little more blue. Nope, not that. Let's go lighter. How's that look? Let's go. She works a simple job and she has 6 kids. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. 6 children. That is tough. Wow. Wow. That is really tough. I hope for her that she finds better work, because that's rough. Each year a kid and all boys. No! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All boys. She must be so tired. She must be like exhausted. Little boys are so full of energy. Oh my gosh. Wow. I have 1 kid and I'm exhausted. I don't know how people do it. She says it's hell. Yeah, I bet it is. At home, I bet it is. It's probably just like a tornado of like chaos. My brother has 2 kids, and one is a boy, one is a girl, but they're getting older now. But when they were younger, oh my gosh, so much chaos. So much craziness. Like just bouncing off the walls. Just adding a little color into the background, just messing around now. My uncle has 6 kids, but all different ages. Yeah, if they were spread out, so I am almost 10 years older than my brother, and 6.5 years older than my sister. And so as a kid, I kind of I was a little bit like the helper for my mom, like with them. But like to have a lot of kids that are all like young and close in age would be very, very hard. Like that is hard work. Not sure that I like that. Let's see. I'm gonna get that color. I'll come back over this. And boys, same, have a daughter and 3 boys still at school. Okay. 2 girls are grown and married. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that would be okay to have that kind of spread out of, you know, some of them are old enough to like dress themselves and leave the house and do stuff, and then some are like a little bit younger. That would be fine, but to have all young children, oh man, young kids are a lot of work. I mean, I'm finding out that teenagers are too, but I think younger kids are definitely, they are a lot of work. I don't know if everyone always knows that, like people who don't have kids. It's a job, for sure. It is a job. Just putting a little texture into the background. It's just because I think I'm almost done with Augustus here. I think he's getting close to looking finished. And I'm gonna have to wrap up here in just a couple minutes. But I think we are getting there. Let's go a little more blue. A little lighter. And just put a couple some pieces of color back in here. And actually, you know what I could do is just use my blur tool to kind of, oop, that's too much. Pull that up a little bit. Okay. Let's go like that. Just to blur some of my edges. Yay, who is next? You know, I'm not sure. So I've been kind of doing these as it strikes me, like what feels right to do next. So I still have your tab on my list. I may look at that and see if I'm up for doing that, or maybe doing. I'm kind of into this bird. I might do some more birds. I might do like a hawk or something. That'd be kind of cool. Also, I've been thinking about like maybe doing like you know, a dog or a wolf or something like that. I don't know. I'll see. Yeah, but I'm excited. So I'll be, I will be, Augustus Needs Friends. Yes. Augustus. Sir Augustus. What were we calling him? Augustus the Wise. Yeah, I'm gonna be leaving and be gone for a week. So, but like I said, I think maybe I'll try to stream tomorrow. His Majesty. Yes, that's right. I was having trouble trying to stream from my PlayStation. So the stream software that I have, Streamlabs, you can stream from Xbox really, really easily, just like automatically connects. But somehow it does not connect with PlayStation. And the software that I had previously, which I dropped in favor of this one, was the opposite. You could stream really well from PlayStation, but not Xbox. I mean, it's just all so annoying. So I have to use a capture card to stream from PlayStation. And I do have this capture card that I'm using, but I haven't figured out how to use it with my PlayStation yet. So I've got to figure that out. Because I think Dragon's Dogma is coming to PlayStation, not Xbox. So I will check that out and see, and maybe I'll do some Dragon's Dogma or something else. I don't think I'm playing anything on Xbox right now is the problem. So I'll check it out and see if I can, see, now I'm looking at this and I'm seeing stuff. I'm like, wait a minute. I see some stuff that's not quite right. Actually, I'm just gonna fix it while I'm looking at it. That needs to come in. There's like a little more of a bend in his neck. So that, let's see, let's go. Let me see, is that better? That is not enough. Let's put that like that. There's a little better. That's a little better. Yeah, that's better. Okay. It's funny how there's stuff that I can see on my stream that I'm not seeing as well when I'm just looking at it. And actually this comes in a little bit this way too. Yeah. That goes. Put that in here like that. Yeah, some of these feathers still need to be defined a tiny bit. But yeah, I think it's finished enough for me to start something new when I come back first. So that'll be the first week of April. But yeah, as always, thank you, Shadow, for hanging around with me, and Nala Bear, if you're still here, thank you so much. And anyone else who has stopped in or is watching, that would be great. It's been great having you around, and I will definitely, I'll put it on the schedule tomorrow if I am going to stream. And who knows, maybe Bruce will have some sort of recovery and she'll still want to do some Baldur's Gate. But if not, yeah. Oh, hey there, Culture Arson. How's it going? Yeah, I'm just now wrapping up. Been working on this dinosaur bird. And I was just saying, Bruce and I usually stream on Fridays. We do Baldur's Gate, but she's a little under the weather, so I might do a solo stream tomorrow, some Dragon's Dogma, if I can figure out how to hook up my capture card to my PlayStation. So, yeah, hi to you. How are you doing today? What are you playing? Or are you streaming today? I don't think I've caught one of your streams yet. I gotta do that. There's people who I gotta I gotta go check out people's schedules and put them on my list to stop in and say hi. But I will, yeah. Dragon's Dogma, yes, me too. I know, I was just watching a review of it on YouTube, and Game Ranks just did a know before you buy video on it that just made it look so awesome. I was like, oh my God, this sounds right up my alley. I'm super excited. So yeah, I might give that a try tomorrow if Bruce and I are not on board. But yeah, well, I will be putting, I'm going to try to set up a YouTube channel connected to the Bruce Sisters YouTube channel where I'm going to it'll be just like an art channel. I'll put full videos on there for anyone who wants to check out the full process of making this stuff. And then I will be back, not next week, I'm going to be out of town, but the week after, first week of April, I will be back doing more art streaming during the week. So, and my camera's having trouble focusing today. Yeah, cool. Well, Culture, when are you streaming next? I'd love to check out one of your streams. Yeah, my camera is really struggling. Got to figure out maybe I need to put it on the manual focus rather than automatic. All right, well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Possibly Sunday night. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, anxiety. It's real. I have had issues with anxiety like forever. So I get it. I totally get it. Yeah. And I think it can be nerve-wracking. I haven't really done, the only game streaming I've done has been with my sister. I'm always worried that I'm going to be streaming a game and I'm going to not know what I'm doing. And then I'm going to be like, oh my God, if anybody's watching, I'm going to feel like such a fool. But maybe that should be, okay. Maybe that's part of just gaming and streaming. I don't know. Certainly if I try and stream Dragon's Dogma tomorrow by myself, I will be doing that. But I'm sorry to hear that you're anxious. I get it. Take care of yourself, and be nice. Be super nice to yourself. I think we all need to do more of that, Give yourself some hugs. Oh, no worries. That was fine. I just wanted to chat and say hello. And thanks again. And hopefully I'll see you all soon, tomorrow or next week or whenever. Or on the threads. All right. Take care. Thank you. See you guys soon.